Hey guys, I'm the Burke and I do things. I cannot believe that it's finally happening, that I can just sit here and just like talk to you guys. For the last 2 months, I feel like I have not been able to sit down and do a chatty get ready with me because I'm pregnant and that's all that's happening with my body right now. So it's been so hard to just like film other types of videos where like I don't talk about myself at all. Like even with like favorites videos, it was so hard to choose favorites when like a lot of things I felt like were like favorites because of pregnancy, like my giant water thing, or like the fact that I'm wearing high impact sports bras, or the fact that I'm always overheated. Oh God. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do a chatty get ready with me. I mainly have stuff from my Shop My Stash, a couple random things. I have 2 new items actually. I bought the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette. This is my first time ever a naked palette. I'm so excited. This was on sale at QVC a couple weeks ago. And then also I had a subscriber send me the Charlotte Tilbury contour wand and I cannot thank you enough. That was the kindest thing ever and I'm so excited to try this out. Other than that, I am gonna kind of catch you guys up a little on my life and I will answer some of your questions. A lot of the questions overall were very similar. I kind of expected to get a lot of the same questions. So if you guys want to watch this video, then keep on watching. Let's go. Whew. Where do I begin? Okay, so if you have watched my pregnancy announcement video, you might have some questions about what the heck happened in May. Because, I mean, it was all such a blur and like, I wanted to kind of like explain what happened. So I previously had been taking pregnancy tests before my period was due. And for some reason in May, I was like, no, I'm not pregnant. I'm definitely not pregnant. Like I was so convinced I wasn't pregnant. And what wound up happening was I always like in the back of my mind do like the first week of every month is when I get my period. Like I don't necessarily keep track of like which specific day, but I always know like it's the first week of the month. You know, at some point during that week, I'll have my period. And what happened was the Saturday, the first Saturday of the month came around and I was like, huh, like I feel weird. Why don't I have my period? And I was desperately craving a baked potato from Wendy's, which I don't think I've had a baked potato from Wendy's since I was in high school. Like I have no idea. So Scott started writing this list of stuff and he literally looked at the list and looked back at me and went, you know, you might be pregnant. Like that was like his first thing where he realized like, this might be legit. So I was like, okay, I knew we had 1 pregnancy test left. And I was like, I'll take it in the morning. It's Mother's Day. Like what a cool story to be able to find out on Mother's Day. So I wake up on Mother's Day crazy early and I take that test. And if you've seen the video now, you would know that test did not work. I don't know why. It was a test I had never used before. I think it was a clear blue like instant results test. I forget what it was specifically. But whatever it was, it just didn't work. It didn't have like a positive or negative. It just straight up did not work. And it was the only test we had left. And at this point on Mother's Day, nowhere was open that we could go and get more pregnancy tests. But I was like really, really nauseous. So what we did, we waited for CVS to open and we went to CVS and you know, I didn't really know what to pick out. So I picked out a first response test, which was crazy expensive. And we bought a box of saltines because I was so nauseous. And we went home and I took that test and that test said, not pregnant, as you saw in the video. Then I proceeded to spend Mother's Day going crazy because my boobs hurt so much. I felt so sick. I was having so much heartburn. It was like a whole list of things. And I got my baked potato that day, let me tell you. And I was going crazy and to the point where I started Googling the test that I took from First Response. And I started realizing if you looked at all of the reviews from April, so like literally the month before, people were saying, this doesn't work. It gave me the false results, like everything, like everyone was giving it a bad review. And I was like, So now my head won't stop at this point. And Scott's on a run. So I'm going crazy and I get my shoes on, get my mask, stand outside our house until Scott gets back from his run, and I'm like, we're going to Target right now. I looked up the reviews, we're getting a different test. And he was like, okay, okay. And he even says like, he wouldn't have like gone along with this if he didn't really think I was pregnant. Because he kind of thought so too, because again, I was having so many symptoms. So we go and we get just a pack of clear blue, like a regular pack of clear blue. And obviously I took that the next morning and it was positive. Scott was in literal disbelief because Scott is somebody who knows that I get my hopes up all the time. So he knows he always has to be the one to not get his hopes up. And I took a test the day after as well. And obviously they were both positive. So I called the doctor, set an appointment. Yeah, I had my first appointment the first week of June. Had another appointment the end of June. And it's been crazy. I mean, the concept of hiding all of this is crazy. Like that's been the hardest part, is just hiding this from people. Like even like our immediate family, we didn't even last a full week. Like I was literally like going crazy from keeping a secret because I can't keep secrets. I'm a horrible liar. So you can always know I'm telling the truth because I cannot lie. Okay, so I'm so excited. And I do have this in the, I think it's called the fair medium shade. But I'm really excited. Okay. And once we found out that I was pregnant, so that was the week of Mother's Day, we had already planned to take off of work the week of Memorial Day. So we spent our vacation emptying our second bedroom to prepare it to become the nursery. And that entire process, like emptying that room, clearing it out, I had Scott install a second like rack to store things on and hang clothes. He put in new closet doors because I didn't like, because the closet doors were like these, which were sliding doors, and I don't like that you can't like access the whole closet. So he took those out and he installed like bifold doors. I will say, I have been like working on a nursery progress vlog, but I also am not going to not show you guys the nursery. Like I'm going to start actually vlogging like all the stuff we've been getting because our families are so excited. We've been getting so many gifts from our registry already, which that week we were off. I watched every mom's newborn must-haves, hospital bag must-haves, what to put on your registry, what not to put on your registry. Like I spent like hours just watching videos, sitting there typing registries up. Yeah, so we registered at Amazon, Target, and Buy Buy Baby. Honestly, that has been so much fun, just like picking out baby things. But anyway, so between all of that, like he built like a storage attic in our bedroom for us to be able to store stuff. Like that entire process took about a month alone. And like that's honestly why I had to stop vlogging, because all of my okay, that blended out absolutely beautifully. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, I gotta lock it and close it. Thank you so much to my subscriber. I just think that is absolutely beautiful. I'm so excited to play with this more. So after all that was said and done, spoiler, Scott got a new job that he started this past week. And in between his old job and his new job, he took a week off. And during that week off, he fully painted the nursery and we started building furniture. We have a crib, we have a dresser that is also a changing table, we have a glider in there. I just ordered a bookshelf and a rug. The room is very echoey because it's a super empty room with just 3 pieces of furniture. I'm kind of hoping once I put the rug down, it'll help a little with the echo. I'm gonna try to film some vlog clips in there, but again, I don't know how that's going to turn out. It's just been a crazy 2 months. I really want to thank you all for all of your kindness. When I posted the video, I was literally like panicking before the video went live. Not because I thought people were going to be mean, but just because like it was like so much build up. Like we had known like this was the day we were going to finally announce, and like we were so excited. Like I hate keeping secrets. This was not a fun secret for me to keep. I'm so excited it's out there, and it's just, oh, it's just like, I feel like I can be myself again, because for like the last 2 months, I feel like I haven't been able to be myself, and I've had to be like this little caged in Rachel who couldn't like say what was going on. Also right now, I'm actually wearing a maternity shirt that I bought from Target yesterday. And I just like tied it up in the back because it's a little big on me. I don't really have a bump. I think it's just like my normal, like I'm a very curvy person. Like I didn't ever have like a flat stomach. Like it's always like a little curvy on my stomach. So like I think maybe there's like a tiny bump, but like it also like kind of looks like how it always looked. I didn't like how my summer clothes were fitting because a lot of my summer clothes have like much thinner straps. And now that I'm wearing like these high impact sports bras to hold everything in place to keep from the excruciating pain, I need something a little bit more flowy and free flying. So I picked up a couple shirts from Target. I will say that the first shirt I bought from Target, it's a little big on me, and I kind of forgot that. I don't know if you guys have this same issue, but with Target's like non-junior brands, I find that they run really big. Like typically I wear a medium in clothing, and in a lot of Target's clothes, I always forget that I need to get a small, or else it's like way too large on me, which I don't have that issue other places. So this one is actually a small, even though I typically wear a medium. I also ordered something really cool. So like I said, I don't really have a bump, but like waistbands are kind of uncomfortable. And I was like, I don't have a bump, but like, I don't think I'm really ready for maternity clothing. And I did not know that you could buy like second trimester clothing. So I think I found them on Motherhood Maternity. They're just like, I bought 2 pairs of like just regular black leggings, but they are very, very high-waisted, and they're just really, really, really stretchy, and they're absolutely comfortable. So that was a very exciting find for me, that you could buy second trimester clothing. I guess I can start answering questions. I feel like I haven't done that yet. I just like had to like vent for a little. I'm gonna start with Instagram, asked questions on Instagram. Okay, so this question's from Natalie Foster. Natalie has a YouTube channel. So anyone who has a YouTube channel who asks questions, I'm gonna link their channels down below. So Natalie asked, what are you most excited for about being a mom? Also, how do you think the cats will cope? I'm just excited to have like a kid. I mean, it's something Scott and I have wanted for a while now, but we wanted to wait until we were kind of in the right place, like in our lives. Like we definitely wanted a house first, which we obviously did that last year. And then, you know, kind of towards the end of last year is when we were starting to consider, but we were going on a cruise in December, and I said, I don't want to mix pregnancy morning sickness with being on a rocking boat. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster. So we started trying in January. So I'm just excited. I mean, right now, like decorating the nursery and like baby things are super, super exciting for us. Well, maybe so, more so for me, but he's being a trooper with helping decorate, and like we're bouncing back and forth ideas of how we want to organize it. And it is jungle themed. I don't know if I mentioned, it's a jungle themed nursery. And yeah, I'll start vlogging so you guys can see stuff, and I'm gonna post on my Instagram stories, different updates. So there will not be a lack of baby content, that is for sure, since that is going to be taking over my life now. As far as the cats, so the second bedroom was always just like extra storage for us, and that was where they liked to nap, especially Luigi, because we had our luggage in that room. He was obsessed with sleeping on our suitcase. Our suitcase is now stored in that like storage area that I was telling you Scott built. But yeah, so I think that they think that we are redoing this room for them, which is not what's happening. Anytime I go in that room, so we keep the door closed for the main part because the glider is kind of made of a material that I would say looks like something a cat would want to scratch. So for now, we just keep the door closed. But anytime I go, like literally open that door, they show up. One day, I swear they knew I was going into the room, and they came like stampeding up the stairs behind me to go in the room with me. So a couple times a day, I'll just go in there, I'll sit on the glider, and they like hang out. Luigi loves like just lying under the crib. It's quite cute, honestly. But yeah, I think they think the room is for them. I don't think Luigi is going to like the baby. He is afraid of everything, so I think he's going to be in permanent hiding for at least the first month. You know, babies aren't known for being quiet, and I don't think he's going to enjoy that too much. I think Mario will like the baby. Mario has met children before, and he was well behaved around them, so I think he'll be fine with the baby. Don't want to jinx anything, but I think he will enjoy that the baby will keep us like seated. Like if I'm feeding the baby or rocking the baby, I think he's gonna like that because he likes to like sit on my lap when I'm sitting. So I think he'll be like enjoying that the baby's like keeping me locked down for him. Those are my predictions. I don't know if they'll come true. Let's see what else we got. How's morning sickness treating you? So I have had a very interesting experience with that. I wouldn't say that I've necessarily had specifically morning sickness. I am typically nauseous all day. It is not special to the morning. I haven't thrown up much, but the 2 times I have thrown up have very much been in the evening time, so not in the morning. I will say that my appetite is very changed. Besides the fact that like I have like 100% food aversion, basically, like any food that I have eaten since I was like a child, A-okay. I basically can eat that. Anything I've introduced into my diet as an adult, I like can't even look at. I have found that my appetite is high in the morning. So literally every day I have first breakfast and second breakfast. So first breakfast is usually around when I wake up, and then second breakfast I usually am hungry for around like 10 o'clock. I usually eat 1 or 2 lunches, again, similar to breakfast. And then I'm usually not hungry at night. Like it's very hard for me to eat past like 4 or 5 o'clock. Like I'm trying to work on it, but for me, like I'm very, very hungry in the morning and the afternoon, and then like not at all at night. I don't know if that's common. That's just how my appetite has been. I feel nauseous, and I know that I'm nauseous because I need to eat, and then I eat, and then I'm a different kind of nauseous because I just ate. So it's a never-ending cycle, honestly. Do you want a girl or a boy? That was a question we got asked a lot. Honestly, Scott and I do not care at all. I mean, we just want that baby to be healthy, and we're not even thinking of names until we find out the sex of the baby, because we don't really like names at all. So it's gonna be really hard for us to pick a name. We're very picky. I got asked, was it planned? I feel like if you saw the video, you would know it was planned. Tiffany Johnson, who also has a baby, I think I announced a year after she announced she was pregnant. I'm gonna link Tiffany's video down below. She asked about cravings, morning sickness. She wants to know it all the pregnancy things. Okay. Cravings, like I said, mainly like things I used to eat as a kid. Like I said, the baked potato thing earlier, I remember that first week also, Cookie Crisp. I went through 2 boxes of Cookie Crisp the first month I was pregnant. I don't think I've eaten Cookie Crisp since I was literally a child. The only other thing I can really think of is I was watching one of Emily Noelle's videos. I guess it still was that first month. And she gave her kids in the video donut holes. And I called Scott when he was at work and I was like, you need to bring home donut holes. And he did. So a lot of my like craving, I feel like, have been like based on like seeing people eating things that I want to eat, and then I'm like, I need to eat that now. But honestly, like a lot of my eating patterns have been like, please keep it away. So if you were keeping up with like our quarantine life, you would know that we subscribed to Home Chef because it was hard to get food, and we wound up having to cancel because I wound up not being able to eat any of the food because it was all making me sick just looking at it. And honestly, a big thing I haven't been able to eat at all is meat. I can't even like, especially raw meat, I cannot look at raw meat. I mean, I wasn't much of a meat person to begin with, so this isn't like a huge shocker, but I can't tell you the last time I ate any meat. I just can't stand the sight of it. Yeah, so eating has been weird. To begin with, I'm already a really bad eater, so this isn't helpful to my body. It's definitely something I need to work on, especially now that I am literally creating a human. But yeah, food has been weird. Let me go to my YouTube community tab. Okay, Leanne who also has a YouTube channel, link her channel down below, asked me when did I know I wanted a family and did I always dream of being a mommy? So this is something that has changed dramatically in my life. If you asked me in high school, I would have told you I was like ready to start having kids and being a mom. Like that's the kind of person I was back then. Honestly, and I kind of felt that way all the way through college until I graduated. And I mean, nothing super like major changed in my life that made me change the feeling. It's just something where I kind of realized like I wasn't ready, and I'm totally fine that I waited until I was in my 30s. I mean, if you had told high school Rachel that I wasn't gonna have my first baby until I was 31, I would have like fainted, but I'm very, very happy that I waited. I don't think I was ready in my 20s, so. And I mean, we are in a very comfortable position in our lives right now. We have a very nice house. We have a beautiful large room that we can turn into a nursery. I mean, we are very, very happy that we waited until we were ready. I got questions if we're gonna be vlogging stuff. I mean, now that it's all out, I do plan to vlog as much as I can. You know, I know that my channel has kind of turned into a very beauty focused channel, but I don't want it to mean that I can't talk about other things. I like that I can diversify my content. Like that's something I'm excited for. I know other people who are pregnant, who have been pregnant, that have dealt with a lot of negativity coming at them once they became pregnant. And that is something that has been stressing me out a lot since I found out I was pregnant. Was I didn't want the negativity coming towards me because of this, but I guess it could very potentially happen. It's something I'll have to deal with. It's very scary for me, and I don't know if I'm ready for it. But yeah, I mean, there will be a lot of mommy content considering it's taking over my life right now. I got asked how I'm feeling. That depends on the day. I mean, right now I feel fine, but there have been days where I have literally just slept the whole day. I will say I've never slept so much in my life. I literally work during the week, close my computer, and pass out. Like, I mean, it's like a sleep I've never experienced. Like I wake up and I'm like, where the heck am I? It's like 2 hours later. I've never really been like that, but here we are. I'm very, very tired all the time. I got asked if I'm ready to be a mom. I mean, like, I feel like out of my entire life, I'm the most ready now. I feel like financially we're ready, spaciously we're ready. I mean, we're both definitely nervous, but I mean, that's just, I feel like a very natural, normal feeling to be nervous, especially with your first kid. Am I going to go above and beyond and go crazy and buy too many things because I'm going to be over-prepared? Yes, but that's how I am with everything in my life. So that doesn't mean it's special. It's just me being me. Actually, it's so funny. I didn't even pick up on it, and my dad apparently did, but in the end of the video, you hear Scott going like, is it a boy or a girl? Apparently that's him being me, over planning for everything. So my dad got onto that. But yeah, I am like such a planner. There's a reason why I'm 12 weeks right now. I don't feel like I even said that. I'm 12 weeks and I already have my nursery painted, furnished, ready to go basically. I just ordered, I just set my next order from Grwm, and I ordered some like baby detergent and laundry sheets because we're already getting blankets and clothes in, and I want to start washing and organizing. Organizing little things is like my favorite thing in the world, so I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm very ready. I got asked if I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom. So this is an interesting question. I do think my intention is to be a stay-at-home working mom. Now, I don't know if that will be full-time work or part-time work, but that is our plan going forward. Yeah, I mean, we don't have all the details, nitty-gritty, but that is our plan, is that I will be home full-time, probably working. I don't know how quickly I will start working once the baby's born, but I will be here. I feel like that is the majority of questions I got. A lot of them were kind of repeats of other people's questions because everyone kind of had the same basic questions. I tried to go over as many things as possible. We're not gonna do a big gender reveal. Once we find out the sex, I'll just like kind of let you guys know somehow. Vlogs won't be weekly, but I'll post them as often as I can. I'm gonna try to keep to my 5 a day upload schedule, but even in the first trimester, I think I missed 2 videos because I just was not feeling well, and I feel like I couldn't tell you guys like, oh, I'm pregnant, I can't get another video done, but I had to be like, sorry, no video today. I feel like there's a lot of things I wanted to say, and I feel like I forgot them. I will say I really like the way the palette worked, the first use, and the contour wand. What are there other things I need to say? I don't know, I'm just excited to be able to film Chatty Get Ready with me's again. I feel like I have been keeping everything in for so long. I know we haven't filmed it yet, or recorded I should say, but tonight, the Saturday night I'm filming this, which will be the Saturday after you will already have passed because this is going up on Monday. We're gonna film why do I keep saying film? Record our podcast, and I know Scott and I are planning on talking about the pregnancy and the baby, so I can post a link to that down below. I don't know what we're going to be talking about. That's kind of the idea of our podcast, is we don't really know what we're talking about going in. We just kind of freeball it. I don't know why I use that phrase, but so if you guys want to hear me and Scott talking about the pregnancy together, I'll link the podcast that we haven't recorded yet down below. I feel like that's it for now. There will be a lot of time to keep talking about this pregnancy. Oh, one more thing before I go. I didn't know if this is something you guys wanted reviewed, so I got a Vox box, and I got this new Becca primer and topper liquid eyeshadow in the shade Dusk. It's not something I personally would have purchased. It's like a green liquid eyeshadow with a shimmer. I tried it once. I didn't love it. But that's the thing, is like I also don't know if I'm using it right. It's not like my type of makeup, but if you guys want this reviewed, let me know, and I'll like use it in a video to show you guys so you guys can make a decision. But if it's not something you're interested in at all, I won't even film with it. But yeah, I think that is it. All of the makeup I used I will list down below if you have any questions about what I used. And yeah, that is it for this video. As usual, thanks for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, click the subscribe button and ring that bell for notifications. I have my Twitter and my Instagram down below. Give them a follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys!